We are in the garage bay. You've got your U-line peanut stacker.
That's our peanut hopper.
Peanut hopper.
It's called a peanut hopper.
And you've got your bubble wrap.
Our bubble wrap that needs to be filled up. We go through a lot of bubbles, by the way.
Right, sure. Now, when you guys, you can literally ship anything. Was that kind of the principle behind having this bay here?
Absolutely.
So, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Absolutely. So
like a piano can come in.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, this is our loading dock. And what we love about the fact about our loading dock is the truck pulls up right up to here, to the edge. And this is removable.
Oh.
So, they're able to bring the lift gate right onto the dock. And
oh, that's awesome.
load packages right onto the truck.
That's super smart, actually. Oh, wow. Look at that's ingenious.
Right?
It's such a simple thing, but you're like, wow.
And it's there for the safety of the building, and
Sure.
just so that when the truck drivers are, we have like four trucks a day that come pull
Right.
in, so they don't hit the building.
Now, was this all by Grand Design?
This was Larry's, the landlord's thing, to have this.
He wanted to make sure
put in
that
to make sure that
right.
they don't hit the building.
Wow.
It says like right here, as you can see. I guess one of the trucks was pulling back, and they did.
Yeah, they give it a little knock.
Well, at least they didn't hit the post, right?
right. Well, yeah, but this is great to have. And you guys didn't have this before. This wasn't like.
This was no.
Right?
Absolutely not.
This was not a thing.
This was not a thing. Absolutely.
So yeah, you can fit a car in here. So I mean, you're good as far as size of shipping.
Size of shipping, yes. We did a huge. I should say about 700 pound of glass table that we shipped out. We can share pictures.
1,100 pounds.
1,100 pounds.
Wow.
We'll share pictures of that with you, how we did it, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah, was it kind of treacherous for a while? Like trying to figure out because I mean it's glass.
It's glass.
You got one
Oh,
shot
yeah.
of shipping it.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
It was going for a repair, so.
Oh, that's ironic.
It was
You know?
going for refurbishment. It was an old piece that it was her father's, and she wanted it to be refurbished. So
Right.
it's part of her estate.
And then, so the shipping area or the printing area is over here, right? Is that or is it?
So that used to be our old packing station.
So over here.
That's where we started off with.
I actually love this table. Is this the?
This is the makeshift print station.
Right.
So we're able to put our 24 by 36, 36 by 48 architectural drawings on here, sort them out, staple them, anything that needs to be mounted or cut. This is what our cutting board's for, the cutting pad. And
Yeah, but it's a great size, and you need this.
Yes.
And then over here, what are these machines you have? A paper drill. Oh my gosh, I was gonna buy a paper drill.
Oh, really? Oh, if you need anything drilled, just let us know. So that's a paper drill.
So I was at a kids publishing company in Boston, and we were doing these books, and I was doing the grommets.
Yes.
And so for the grommets, So yeah.
So paper drill. This is our shrink wrap machine that I like to, whenever we're doing our print orders of business cards and postcards, instead of just putting them in a box, I like to put them in the shrink wrap and just give it a little better
touch
and,
make sure it stays.
It makes sure it stays together and it's not flying everywhere. This is a paper jogger.
What's a paper?
A very old machine, I should say. And what it does is it removes the static from a stack of paper.
Oh.
And it just puts them together. So when a print job is done, the papers will not be in a nice tight bundle.
Right.
And they're all back and they're misaligned.
Right.
In order to get them aligned, you stick a stack of paper in here, and I'll show you.
Oh, awesome! We get a demo.
And it just, and brings the paper in a nice tight, all aligned.
Oh, that's awesome. Let me get a long shot. That's cool. That's easy.
Very easy.
But it's important
Instead of
though.
trying to juggle it and try to make it all aligned.
Well, it's static, like holds them together.
Exactly,
Right?
and it removes the static. And we've used this for some of our print jobs as well.
And then what's the other one
That's a
behind it?
folding machine.
Oh, so you guys, how do you guys not have your own publishing company? This is like when I was in Massachusetts, these machines were like my, because you could do anything.
You
once
can do
had
anything
the-
with them, yes. But this only does up to 11 by 14, I believe. It doesn't go up to 11 by 17.
I see.
So that's
But-
another thing that's on our list eventually to get a larger
Yeah, but the
one.
folds, oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, that's a
But,
great thing to
yeah,
have.
it's a lifesaver, especially when
That's-
we're doing brochures and stuff.
It's nice to have, And then
My
the cutter.
favorite- This is my favorite machine.
Yeah.
This I got before we got our car.
You did.
I did. Our van was totally broken down. We had no heat in the van, and we needed a car, a vehicle. In the
I
winter.
love the fact that you got this, but yeah, but that's your.
But I told him I was like, I'll sit in the car in the winter without heat, but I need this machine.
I love it.
So yeah, so Fahim got me this machine before we got our vehicle. So,
And
that's
it's
the story.
probably as much as a vehicle. I mean, these are not. These are very expensive.
Absolutely, very
Yeah.
expensive. And our printer, who we lease our printers from, we got this machine through them. And they're like, "Are you sure? That's a very expensive machine." I was like, "Yes."
You know what?
I need it.
You made the investment.
I mean,
and it
investment.
worked, right?
And because of this machine, our print business has grown.
It has. Well,
We're able to do business cards, postcards, full the full bleed, which we call it, also known as print to the edge.
yes, full bleeds are important. When did you acquire that?
Last year,
You just got it.
we just got it.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it's state of the art then,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
The cutter.
The cutter is actually October 2018.
Wow. Oh, so you can. Oh, that's nice. I worked at Office Max. I ran
Yeah.
their print department.
yeah.
I did that for a couple of years, and we didn't. The cutter was.
Did you have the older one that
Yes.
had like that you would manually?
Yes.
Oh my
Oh
goodness!
my
This you
gosh.
had to love.
And you had to adjust.
Personally.
Yeah.
That's how we run our business.
Let me
Right?
see where my stack of samples are right here. So you can cut up to I'd say up to here, 3 inches of
97%
paper.
Okay.
listen.
That's where you
They
can
will
cut
have
up
business,
to.
and 3%
It
they'll grow
it's
their business.
preset
That's what happens. That's
for the main parts. So 8.5 by 11. So let's do 5.5
What
sheet.
they learn in these workshops.
You just
and they go
press
away.
the button. It automatically pulls
It
back.
makes all the adjustments.
All the
Yeah, because we had
adjustments.
the crank machine that was blue and had the guard. Oh, it was
Yeah.
a nightmare to
Yeah,
and
and
you'd
this-
always end up with waste,
Yes, and the guard here is that it's laser. So this is a safety guard. If you go beyond this point, it turns red. The blade cannot come down.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
So that's a safety feature on this.
It's a beautiful machine.
It is.
It's the BMW of cutters.
Is it?
Yeah, it's straight from Germany.
Absolutely.
Of course.
And I did
Wow.
my first blade change.
Can you do
by
that again
myself.
and I'll get it real close?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, this is the type of thing too, like I loved just making, all this stuff. Just, it was great to be able to have the power to, because for so long you'd have to do
Yeah,
hand
yeah.
cutting and.
Oh, yes. And we started off with our little dinky hand cutter. That's
You
what we
did.
started off with. And there came a point where I was like, you know what? We can't do this anymore.
And you guys used the hand cutter for years.
Yeah.
This
For
was
years.
like,
For
yeah.
years.
It's everything been like this.
And-
everything we used everything either used or insufficient in order to grow
Yep.
to the next level and have the business justify it. And now she's going to also show you our wide format where we do the posters.
Oh.
We're at a level to grow that too. But yeah, the blueprints, the
Sure.
posters.
Is all, well, you guys are doing it right. That's how you're supposed to do it. You're not supposed to go out and get a loan and have 2 mortgages on your house. And people do that, but you have to grow this
Yeah, you just have to have
organically.
an organic growth.
Yes.
If the business is there, and that's how we've done with everything in our business. It was, the demand came from our guests. They asked us for services, and then we added them on.
Exactly. And because you're speaking to your audience, you know what I mean? Your market and your guests, and they're like, hey, do you guys think? And you're like, okay. And if 2 people tell you that, then you got
Then we
something.
got something,
Right?
right.
Now, go on.
For example, no.
So how many mailboxes do you have?
We have about 500 mailboxes
Just FYI, they have.
right now. All of them are not filled up, but that is our goal. Like we said, everything is
Right.
changing. The industry is changing. We have a lot more digital mailboxes
Right.
than we do physical. It used to be where physical was the go-to and there was no digital, but now since digital mailboxes
The
is
digital
in,
mailbox concept I thought was brilliant.
Yeah,
like that
we
is
have twice as many as
super
physical.
cool.
Yeah.
Super,
so
super cool.
when someone receives mail and they would like to not actually, so someone in Turkey has a piece of mail that they think is important. they send us on our app the notification to scan and email it to them. Because they have signed off on the waivers, we have permission to open their mail. We open up their mail, scan it in, email it to them, and they get to see the contents of the.
Wow, because they have to, right?
And they don't have to worry about it. If
yeah.
they don't need the mail, if they don't need the physical mail, just the contents of it.
Right.
They can save on shipping. They have their address here.
And most people
And take care of their business.
are very concerned about getting their packages here. So identity theft and package porch pirates is a big thing.
Yep.
So using a commercial address to get your packages safely delivered and pick up after hours.
Sure.
And getting the an address that doesn't have your home address exposed. If you're running an online business or if you're running any type of practice, it's very, very safe and secure.
Yeah, it's one of the most highly concerned areas, I think, of this industry, right? Is safety and security.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we are looking now at the complete expansion besides the other, so we'll definitely go into the customers, the guest side of the, so let's go in there. But I mean, this is cavernous back here. You know, so now we talked about this a lot in the interview, in the talk, but this is a
So let's start
beautiful.
from the outside.
Oh, okay, sure.
Oh, let me get the key fob.
Oh, sure.
Because I don't want to.
Yeah, it'll get locked out.
The key fob?
Nope.
Oh.
Okay.
So this is our 24-hour secure mailbox and business center entrance. Members receive a key fob, and you just put it up against the security device, and it opens up the door. And we enter.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Awesome.
So these are our mailboxes. Along with our mailboxes, we have our package holding larger parcel lockers. The parcel lockers, if someone has a larger parcel that they had received that does not fit in their mailboxes, they have a correspondence key that goes in their mailbox.
Oh, they do. So, and then.
So they take that key, walk up to the parcel locker, open up the locker, and it's a secure way of keeping their packages here. The key will not be removed until we use the master key, so they don't forget to take the key with them. I mean, like you know how
smart.
you know how
Yes,
when you're doing it's we're natures of habit. We take our key.
Sure.
So that so they can't remove the key.
So once it's in,
it's in. Yes.
Right. And then, are these master locks? Are these for the keys themselves?
These are for the keys. We have a few people, like our Canadians, that have that don't have mailboxes with us, but have access to this facility, and they can receive packages after hours. And this is where we would put in their keys, and then just give them a one-time code.
Nice. And now, when you were designing this, did you envision this whole because it's pretty cool how it's
I did.
You have this back area.
I did. Yes.
You know.
Like I said, I had envisioned for a larger space, and I wanted more seating, but.
I gotta ask you guys because this is really cool.
Oh, I love this. This is our favorite part.
Yeah, like so.
This we got permission from the Grand Island Historical Society to use images. They had paintings, and we wanted to tie in our business center with the whole community. And the best way that we always wanted to do something that was historical, and just wanted to bring in some historical images. We had a girl that was working with our team for a while. And she was an artist and photographer. And we asked her to do these paintings. So the Historical Society brought in their paintings that they had. They loaned them to us, and she used those images to draw these paintings on the wall.
Yeah, it's super cool. And it adds a perfect touch, right? I mean, it's Island Ship Center. So,
Yes.
And that's what I loved about it when I first walked back here. I was like, you know what? You guys, and you did a lot. It wasn't just one or two. You did both bridges. You did all these beautiful architectural.
We tried to get a little bit of everything.
But it adds a perfect touch to it, Now, I've also got to ask you, I don't know if this was intentional, but this is just me being a graphics person, but I love the mailboxes and the design on them. So was this, I didn't know if this was industry standard or you picked it.
No, it's not industry standard, we did pick them.
See? So I noticed. Yes. And I only noticed because,
it's vintage with a modern twist.
Exactly, you nailed it. I was just going to say that. It's got this beautiful, older style post office. It's like a mid-century type of thing to it, and it's got this beautiful little design.
The industry standard is
like a
boring
blank
silver.
Yeah.
It's like Harry Potter-esque.
Yes, it's got that it's got a beautiful etching to it.
It's nostalgic. yet very relevant in the 21st century.
Yep. And, again, a lot of thought. This is your design philosophy, but with the whole place. So, we got to talk about these. So these are your customer thank yous.
Yes,
and
these are our notes that we have received from our wonderful guests.
And people love you guys. That's why they do this. When you think about to take the time these days, I think, in the past, everybody communicated this way, but now to make the effort to actually go pick a card out and have people write it and sign it, it's beautiful. Is there anything that you'd like people to know about this area? Like we were talking that we can discuss real quick, like you can rent this out or reserve it?
This is a business center. It's 24-hour access. It's a secure facility. We do have cameras in here, outside and inside. We do have cameras, so it is a monitored location.
Well, that's for the security of our viewers. Let's make sure we show those. Where's the other one?
Outside.
Okay, I'll get that when I'm out. And then what's this mail slot? Is that yours? That's your own personal mail
this is
slot?
a mail slot. So when we have our mailbox guests that come in and want to pay their bills or just outgoing mail, they'll stick it in here and we receive it on the other side. Same thing with packages. They slip their packages through here and we
Nice.
receive them. So if they don't have time to come in the front, they don't need to see us. We're all busy and we know that our guests are busy as well. So they just come in and drop it off. These are our last drop-off times, so they know when it will be picked up.
Okay.
If they have something that needs to be gone out that day, they have to get it in before those times.
The whole business to me is very respectful to the guests. And I don't know if, I know that's just you guys, but it's like this. Like there's a lot of thought and care and consideration put into this business. That's what I mean about you guys
we
turned this
try.
business on its head.
We try to make our guests feel and treat them the way that we would like to be treated.
It's very guest-centric.
Yes, and I should have used that word. But yeah, that's very guest-centric. All right, and I love this room back here, man. I really do. It's got such just productivity. You just sense it. And the way that you guys designed, you got your little board there, he's got his computer.
This is gonna be going, by the way. This isn't gonna be here.
You're gonna miss it.
I'm gonna move
Is this
it.
the original, Jeff Bezos?
Yes.
So
Was this in the garage at some point?
No, it wasn't in the garage. I got this off of Craigslist from Harley Davidson, the Harley facility off of Bailey.
Yeah.
They were selling it. So I went in and I bought this desk.
That's great. It's on wheels.
It's on wheels. I loved
Heavy
it.
duty.
And it's very heavy duty, and we were able, we've been using it for a couple of years.
All right, so let's go in this room. So this is the room.
This is our print
this
production.
was
This is
where-
our print production area, they can call it.
Okay.
This
And
is
now
where all of our
customers aren't
pictures
allowed
are.
back here. When you order prints from you
No.
guys or printing jobs, you guys all do that by hand here.
By hand here.
This is all
Yes.
customer service.
Absolutely.
Guest-centric.
Yes. So what you had seen on the other side, this is where the mail falls in and the parcels
Okay.
fall
Let me
in.
do that. Nice. That's why I love doing this show, because you get these little behind the scenes. And the two printers, this Toshiba is like a monster.
Well, this is a smaller of the Toshiba. Yes, there are larger Toshibas.
But
out
that's
there,
one of those
and
where you can make it-
Xeroxes. This is actually a booklet maker.
You made that on there?
Yes.
All right, let me get your hands, because that's beautiful.
So this is we did all this for the Niagara Power. We got their contract again this year, and we will be doing it again.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is that stapled or?
Stapled.
It's really, really well
Yeah,
done. It came
thank
out
you.
like this?
Yes.
You can pop a file in and you're
Yes,
good.
we can absolutely. So this is it has a staple. It has a stapler. It has a hole punching and folder, as well.
It's beautiful.
So we stick in from our computer. We just tell it to make it into a booklet, and that's what it does. It
Nice.
makes it into a booklet.
What's the differentiation between the two?
This one is an older version of the Toshiba and a smaller version, where this just does basic copies.
Gotcha.
So then we grew into this, and now we're looking into another machine
Okay.
that will be we'll be able to do color copies at a less cost. So these are digital printers. The printing quality is absolutely fabulous, but so is the price.
Yeah.
It's a bit higher.
It's just the nature of it.
So and then we work with a lot of organizations that are looking into a product that they don't really care about the quality, they just need to get the message across.
Right.
And they want it at a lower price because they're on a budget.
Right.
And at this moment, we're unable to accommodate those needs. So we're looking into a printer that hopefully by the end of the year, or maybe next year, we'll be able to fulfill that.
That's you guys.
So as you saw that booklet,
Yeah, that's
it was
beautiful.
very crisp and beautiful.
Yeah.
And then this is what the new machine would do.
Just for the sake of it. That looks great, though.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
I mean,
But if someone's going for quality, this is not what they would pay.
right, you want to go right. You're gonna you get what you pay for sometimes too. And if this is just more communicative and it's not gonna stay around for a long time, it's not like it's
They
very
just need
ephemeral.
to get the
You're
information
just gonna throw it out.
They're doing
right?
like thousands, and then we're
Yeah,
talking about like
just
if
let it
someone
go.
wants like 50,000 of a letter that
Right.
needs to be folded and stuffed into envelopes just so that they can get the message across. This is what they're looking
yeah,
at.
awesome. Yeah, but it works. And then, so what is this terminal here? Is that for your in-house stuff?
This is my print and design terminal. I mostly use my Mac, but this is also the one that I use to do
If you
to
need
send
it,
print jobs. Yeah,
it's there.
to send print jobs. This
Awesome.
is the one that has all my Adobe.
I see.
on.
And then this room was the room you guys really started in. I mean, you had the
Yes.
shop up there,
So
but this is where you
we
did
had the
all
door.
your
Yeah, so this used to be the outside door.
right.
Why the door is still
Yeah,
here.
yeah. It's still an outside door too.
Yeah. And that used to be a doorway to go to the front.
Okay.
And that section was closed.
Right.
And then we had a window here. This used to be Fahim's office.
Oh,
way
you're
back
kidding.
when. So he had a desk right here, and he would look through the one-way window. Yeah, we had a reflector
Yeah,
on it
yeah.
so that people couldn't see inside, but he could see outside. And he'd sit right here and do his work.
Oh, that's awesome. You guys, well, I love that you stayed here in the sense that it's how you can see how it's grown. Oh, is this the other printer?
It's a large format.
So is this
This is
new?
what we do posters and our architectural drawings on.
These are fantastic, right?
So, yeah.
And this is a new service for you guys.
This is a newer service, yes. And this one we're also upgrading soon to something that will be able to accommodate larger files and also make copies of.
Nice.
The demand is there of making copies of architectural
Sure, the
drawings.
huge,
the huge
right,
ones,
the ones in the
blueprints,
tubes.
They want to make copies, or they want to like make them into a digital format. And at this point, we're unable to do that. So the newer copier will be able to scan and make
Right.
copies.
That's awesome. And then this is your.
This is our.
Oh, I
binding
recognize those.
machine
Yeah.
and, Yeah, business cutter.
Now, do people?
Business cord cutter
There's
and,
still a pretty good demand for those too, right? The binding.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
We just did 150 booklets for a trade show.
Wow, and they're
that's what this is.
cookbooks
Yeah.
and trade show books
Yeah.
and schematic books and
Yeah.
awesome.
And that's our laminating machine right there.
So see, you guys this is all these beautiful services that you offer, you know, and laminating too. And these are all important things that nobody's going to really invest in at home.
No.
And so you come
the
here.
quality is a lot different from your house laminator
Oh, gosh,
to a
yeah.
professional laminator. We're able to use a thicker mill
Right.
for the plastic, so therefore it will last longer.
And what's the limit? Can I just come in and get one book? Or okay, so that's a big thing to know
Oh
too.
yes, absolutely. We do a lot of for laminations. We do IDs. The largest that we can do currently is an 11 by 17,
Nice.
and
That's pretty big.
anything from a business card size to 11 by 17. We are unable to do posters at this point.
But that's coming up.
No,
Right,
you never
right.
know, right?
All right, so now we're going into the belly, right?
yes.
The belly of the beast.
I know how you go.